Hello and happy Sabbath. To all that partake in the Sabbath, happy Sabbath. It is a beautiful Saturday, early afternoon, and I am in the guest room, folding clothes. You can see all the clothes back here. I know it's messy in here, but we're gonna clean that up. But today is going to be a chill day. I took out some lamb. We're gonna cook some lamb tonight. But yeah, these are gonna be our weekly vlogs. We're getting back into that weekly vlog mindset. But okay, let me preference that, because remember, we were posting 3 times a week and it wasn't popping off yet. So we're gonna do weekly vlogs, and if you guys want to see more, if you want to see something a little more detailed, we will do more individual videos of like the gardening or house shopping, or on our BS we'll do individual videos on that. But these are just our weekly vlogs where you get to see a little bit of everything on what's going on with us. Again, I am Lisa Lovely. If this is your first time, if you've been watching and you haven't done already, please like, comment, and subscribe, because we do this ever so often. And I hope you're having a blessed day. I hope you're enjoying your morning. I hope you're enjoying your evening. I hope you're enjoying your afternoon, wherever you are. Whatever time you're watching this, I hope you're having a blessed day. You know, this world is, I don't think it's changing, to be honest. I think we have more eyes on the things that are going on. So find joy in the midst of all that's happening. We have protests going all around this country. We have leaders that are not leading, that are dictating how people live their lives, and they're moving people around like they're pawns. So we are living in a strange time, but it's not a new story. So stay true to your beliefs, stay true to what you stand behind, because there will be a time that you might have to defend it. So stay true to all that. Just love your neighbor. It literally says that in the Bible, love thy neighbor. It ain't easy, and what you think you're going through, there's somebody that can be going through even more. So just be kind to the people around you. So I'm gonna get back to the folding clothes. Dan will probably pick up the camera and take you along on his day, so I'll pick you up a little later.
3, 2, 1. What's up, guys? Thank you so much for joining us. We really hope that you appreciate what you see. Go back and watch some of our on our BS, the relationship stuff. We have a lot more of that coming, maybe some reviews of movies and stuff like that. We plan on teaching on how you interact. I think if you watch that, you can see a healthy way of interaction over anything. You know, I think people think communication in a relationship always has to be some crazy, like, sit down and stare into each other's eyes and say, like, you know, existentially, like, what is going on with you, and, you know, what you're thinking about. And it doesn't have to be that. It could just be learning each other's personalities. You watch a movie together and it's like, not just what do you think of the movie? Oh, it was good. No, like, what character, you know, oh, I like that character. Oh, I thought that character actually had a point. For real? Why? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, well, I agree with this. And you learn so much from just talking about a show, from watching sports together, from the smallest minute things will make you learn things about your partner that you don't have to sit down with a questionnaire or some like weird like campfire kumbaya holding hands and talking deep about your innermost secrets and thoughts. It could just be, we both watch Black Mirror. What did you think about that? Oh, I didn't really see a problem with that kind of technology. Oh, I think that technology is kind of intrusive, and you learn things about each other. It wows me when I watch some of these couples or these dating things and they're like, oh, we've been dating for 6 months and I'm just learning his political views. We got married and then we learned, what? How you got to marriage? What is this, 90 Day Fiance? Even in 90 Day Fiance, like, how did you get married and you just learned that she doesn't want to cook, or she doesn't want to do this, or he doesn't believe in doing that? Or how you just learning that? It's because of the way that we interact. So that's what we're going to try to provide. Just ways to be better at communicating, ways to be better at looking for your partner, looking for red flags, looking for green flags. People are always telling you about red flags. What are the green flags? What are the things that you're looking for? It's important to know what you don't want in a partner. What do you want in a partner? What do you require in a partner? What is being required of you? What are you asking of that maybe you're not providing as a partner? So we are trying to do all of that in our realm, as well as entertain, give you somebody else to show you that, you know, life isn't just what social media brings to you usually, which is just like, oh, success and everything is that. Would love to share our success with you in the future, but for now, just everyday interactions and everyday life, because life is real. Anyway, I am rambling like hell. I gotta go to sleep soon. So again, for what it's worth, thank you so much. Woo!
It is a day of beauty, you know, maintenance stuff. I wash my hair. I have leave-in conditioner in it. I'm gonna oil it. And then the steamer. We do the steamer quite often in this house. Doing a day of beauty. And I look crazy. So I'm gonna catch you in a few. I think it's dry now. Let's see what it did. Oh, that does look good. Is it like that glass skin that everybody be talking about? I don't know, but it feels good. Okay, so final. That's how the eyebrows be looking. I think I want to start waxing them myself. Be able to have like a cleaner look. And I'm kind of scared to like burn myself. If anybody waxes or even uses like the microwavable strips, comment below. Let me know. Is that something I should try? Because like I said, I used to love getting my eyebrows waxed and the look of it. But everybody wants to do this like tinting stuff. And I'm like, my eyebrows are dark. I do not need any tinting. So I might start using some microwavable strips to clear the sides. But this is the shape that I wanted on both of them. So I'm going to try to maintain this. Alright, good morning, beautiful people. I am here in our bedroom. Just woke up not too long ago, and I haven't really started the day, but I wanted to take some time, kind of restart, reset, and do all those things. I just want to take a couple of minutes to thank you for joining us. If you haven't done it already, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification. We do this ever so often. And yeah, this is our channel. This is what we do. We share little pieces and gems of our life. You could hear a little one, or a big one actually. He's 5, running around in the background. That is our son again, running back and forth. He is stemming right now, and that is just a part of our daily, or his daily, which has become a part of our daily activity. So I'm gonna start the day just by doing some emails, and I have to go to his school to drop off some things. The summer really is going by quickly. I didn't think it was going to go by quickly, but it is going by quickly. And I just want to make sure that he is prepped and ready for the school year that is coming up, and that I have all his uniforms and his school supplies. You know, this is the imaginary list that women have that we just keep adding on things to. So even as I'm talking, I'm like, oh, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. I have my journal that I literally put everything in. I've told you about this journal. This is not sponsored or anything like that. I would love for them to sponsor me, but it's not. This is Clever Fox. It is my agenda journal. I don't know how you plan it, but I feel like when I don't write things down, I get extremely overwhelmed as to what it is, because like I said, I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and then I'm adding on things as I go, and it's just good to kind of slow down. You know, I think people have this like false sense of content creation that is just like, oh, you just turn on the camera and you film whatever you need to film, but like there's a lot of things that you kind of have to like not necessarily plan, like that we're like planning activities to do, and there's things that you do plan, like, oh, I plan to do this and I'm gonna film that. But when you are a couple vlog, family vlog, when it comes to just like our everyday vlogging, there still needs to be a set as to be like, okay, well, we're gonna take you along when we're doing a shop with us, we're gonna take you along when we're going to Disney, we're gonna take you along if we're doing any Orlando exploring and stuff like that on RBS. All of that is where we kind of sit down and talk. So all the prep for that, like what topics are going to be discussing on RBS, those are things that need to be planned out. So there's a bit of planning to that, so we have to kind of write it out, plus everyday things that we kind of find ourselves in. And again, I think you saw me mention that our son is on the spectrum. He's autistic, he has autism, however you want to frame it. But within my brain, I like to say that he's on the spectrum. I like to say he has autism. You know, some people are different. Some people will say like, oh, you know, he's autistic. And I don't hate the term, but I want everyone to know that he is not defined by his autism. He's an amazing little boy that honestly surprises me every day. Like, he just comes up with some things that I'm just like, how? And these things that like people are like, oh, he's probably not gonna be able to do this, and he continuously sets the bar higher and higher, and I'm like, yeah, they said that you couldn't do that, and I'm like, well, he does that, and he's continuing to just surprise us every day, and just the things that he says and does, and I'm just like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. He is a rock star and the most special person that I could have created. You know, I'm just blessed to be his mom at the end of the day. So yeah, navigating all of that is like right now our biggest priority, and we're just kind of showing you how, not necessarily things that he does. I'm sure there's things that we will mention if you have questions or stuff like that in regards to him and his challenges and his advances. We will, whatever we're comfortable with, I guess we will share. It's been a journey, and how we as a couple experience life with him and through his lens. I think I can comfortably say this is not a channel that will ever be about, this is a channel for him and like cameras will be in his face and stuff like that. You will see him, you know, throughout. He might even come look at the camera and stuff like that and say hello. There are things that we're just not comfortable, you know, kind of putting him in front of the camera and stuff like that. And like I said, every content creator is different, and there are content creators that are out there that will share all of that, and that is great. And I watch some of those content creators, but this channel, My Plus One, is about me and my hubby and how our life experiences growing this wonderful kid. This weekend has been like a little, I don't know, I've just been kind of like sad, you know, and I can't really pinpoint what it is. Don't know if you ever experienced that, but like pinpointing why you're sad. You might be like, oh, I'm sad because I miss my bestie. I'm sad because I want home cooked food. I might be sad because I want to go to Jamaica. You know, you might be able to pinpoint certain things. I feel like it's like a little bit of everything. I miss my dad. I don't think he ever watches this channel, so I don't think this will be a surprise, but we are planning a trip down south because I miss him and I want some hug-ups and I want some of his, you know, cook food, and you know, like you just kind of miss your fam. So that is something that I think is on the list, but also juggling all that other stuff, like, you know, like I said, that is prep for the school year that is coming up rapidly. So yeah, and battles with freaking insurance and stuff like that, that we gonna have to do on our BS about that, and how healthcare for individuals with health conditions of all aspects, not just even with our son and his ASD, but it's hard, you know, like how do people pay for things, and then especially in the ASD realm, paying for the therapies, because where we live, we feel like this resources are limited, so we go kind of above and beyond. Not saying that we're like oh, we give up. No, it's not like that. It's like there's services that are not provided, and because they don't have funding or whatever. I'm not going to get into that aspect of it. Dan probably will, but there's things that we feel he needs, and we've done evaluations for things that he needed, and he got them or got approved for need. But the insurance companies, yeah, you're gonna pay something out of pocket. I feel like for individuals that work in the healthcare system, not saying that we shouldn't have to pay for things, but it shouldn't be this difficult to get the resources for your child. So even that, applying for Medicaid, Medicare, which is like, I don't even know how that works. If you do have an individual in your household, or you yourself is on the spectrum and you know that answer to that question, comment below, because I would love to know. But yeah, that's kind of just who we are and what we do. We are a loving couple. He's downstairs right now making breakfast. He already made breakfast for our son, and then he's making breakfast for us. But I am gonna get, you know, ready for the day. I hope that whatever you're going through, I hope that whatever you are experiencing right now, that you are taking some time to slow down, to kind of track what is kind of unsettling you, and write it out. And see, it could just be something as simple as like, oh, I just have to spend a day on the computer and like knock out some stuff. So because I think that's really what it is for me. It's this like brain fog of like, what do I do next? Do I do mommy responsibilities? Do I do wifey responsibilities? Do I do my responsibilities for myself, my self-care responsibilities? And yesterday was that day. I did my self-care responsibilities. Yeah, it just seems to be a lot in my brain. It seems to be a lot, and that's why I'm gonna write in my planner. So slow down, take in the day, take in what you need to do for the week, and get to it. So yeah, bye.
Way go away.
Cheese.
Cheese.
I love you.
Picture.
Getting ready because we are gonna go to see my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. I'm telling you, we're so blessed in this last like 2 weeks time. It's been a lot, it seems, but it's a blessing to be in the same space as the people you love. So a week ago, maybe a little more than a week ago, one of my best guy friends, Johnny, and his family came. Johnny and Jody and I went to college together, but it was really since we moved up here is where Jody and I really kind of like bonded. And I'm blessed to say that like they're both my friends. Johnny's one of my like best guy friends. Our two families came together and we had breakfast together. Then the next day, my best friend from South Florida, Kim, came up. She was here with her kids, and I am the godparent to her daughter. So it was so great to see her and her whole element. Actually, I was trying to get some footage of her dancing, but she's a talented dancer, and I'm just so blessed to see them like kind of become these like big personalities that they are. And same thing with Johnny's kids. Like I've seen them grow, and I'm just so blessed to be a part of that, you know, even if it's just being like, hey, auntie's here, and I get them some gifts and stuff like that. It was just such a blessing to be in the same space as them. Then this past weekend, my play cousin from Tampa was supposed to come in, but one of her kids was sick. We had to postpone that trip, but it was gonna be like a jam pack of like all our like family and friends just coming to visit. Just had to postpone that trip, but we will plan another one. And then where we are now, where my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law are here, and we're gonna go have dinner with them, and it's only probably gonna be one time we're gonna see them as well, because they have to go back, I believe Thursday they're leaving. So Dan works tomorrow night and the night after, so we're gonna try to jam pack as much time as, you know, we can get with grandma being here and stuff like that. But it's again a blessing to see and be in the same space as like people that you love. I'm gonna start getting ready. The shrinkage is something crazy, yo. And this is the before. That is the final look. Back to Jeopardy. All right, so we're back from dinner. We didn't really take any pictures or video or anything like that, but I just wanted to do a quick good night because it's very late. It's like 12:25. So it's very late, so we are trying to get this one to bed because this is way past his bedtime, and he thinks he can sleep in his bedroom. Yeah. Hey, that's hot.
Hey, come on, come.
Thanks for joining on another episode of 5+1. Bye.
Cheese. Cheese. Cheese.
I love you.
Picture.